you are on fire. And you are setting your trail ablaze. They can't put you out. They can't extinguish you. You bring the heat. They started to notice that you were a little different with your approach than everyone else. Other people were casual about what they were going after, and it always didn't work out for your benefit, but you were always real eager to pursue your opportunities. You always wanted to go gung-ho with whatever you were doing. You wanted to put your all into it. You wanted to go so hard. You wouldn't have to worry about going hard ever again. You wanted to go so hard that people would know who you are. People would know your name. People would acknowledge you and recognize you for the work that you put in. Not that you needed it, but that just comes with the territory. It comes with greatness. It comes with pursuing success. And you aren't going to stop. You weren't going to stop. You didn't stop. You're probably still going right now. And that's the fire that they wanted to put out. Now see, they're not as hot as you in more ways than one. If you played video games and you're familiar with Sega Genesis or just NBA Jams, whether it be an arcade or console in your house, in-house, you remember the phrase from the game, "He's on fire. He's on fire. Shoots up a prayer. He's on fire." That's you. You're on fire. You shot up your prayer. And they're afraid of the basket. They're afraid of you actually making the basket. They're afraid of the ball going in the basket. They're afraid of you actually getting what you want. You actually becoming who you're supposed to be. Because you came back sizzling. Anytime that a situation came that tried to make you fold, you may have bent, you may have looked at it from a negative point of view, you may have thought it was over for yourself, but you said, yeah, I may be broken. I may be bent, but I'm not broken. They didn't break me. I may have a ding here, I may have a bruise here, but they didn't break me. I'm on fire, and they can't put me out. They can't stop the desire that I have to achieve my goal and to have what I want, because I'm going to get it. And regardless of whoever wanted to stop that from happening, you couldn't. You desperately tried to get in the way, and all that did was put you out the way. They tried to desperately get in the way, and all it did was put them out the way. They're no longer an issue. You can continue to set your trail on fire. You can continue to go after what you want and be what you want and do what you want. Because your fire for your desire can't be extinguished. There are some things that you want. There's some things that you want. There's some things you know you're going to get. There's some things that you deserve. And nobody can take those things from you. Nobody can stop you from going after and getting what it is that you see yourself with. You're going to make it happen. There's nothing in your way. That's how you see it. There may be obstacles. There may be some hurdles. But you already see yourself as past those. You already see yourself past those things, situations, whatever it is. You see yourself past it already. You're light years beyond whatever you may stumble upon as an issue. All right, you're on fire. Anything that comes in your way, you're gonna burn it. You're gonna set it on. You're gonna set it on fire. You're gonna incinerate it. Anything that gets in the way, if it gets too close to you, it's gonna burn up. It's gonna be like a spaceship flying into the sun. All right, they tried. People will try to put your fire out. All right, when someone tries to put your fire out, they want you to quit. They want you to give up. They want you to never pick it up again. They don't even want you to think it up again. They want you to be so defeated. Somebody was talking about the people that were running for office. They were like, yo, you think so-and-so is going to run again? They were like, no, this person's fire was put out. They're probably not going to run again. When your fire is put out, that means you're not going to do it again. That means you're done. You're stumped. You quit. You're over with. It's dead. And that's not how you're viewing your situation. That's not how you choose. That's not how you choose to view what you're going through. That's not how you choose to view how you see your life anymore. There are people who unfortunately catastrophize a situation. They look at it as a catastrophe. Something bad happens, and sometimes your programming may be to only see the worst outcome. But still, you have to be logical. You have to reason with yourself. You have to make sure that you're not letting the sun go down on your wrath. You have to make sure that you're not allowing those thoughts to take over your mind about if something bad happens, that's the end of it. Or if something is in your way, it's over for you. Or if something has stopped you, you're done. You don't let nobody put your fire out. It happens in the mind. You don't let anybody put your fire out, whatever it is. You set it on fire. You're hot. You got the heat. You bring the heat. You bring the heat. All right. You bring the heat like that Louisiana gumbo. All right. Like you bring the heat like that Cajun seasoning. All right. No sausage in mine, please. They can't mess with you like that. They get too close, yo, you play with fire, you get burned. The Lord your God is a consuming fire. And if God is in you, and if you are God, then that means you are fire. That means you're on fire. That means you need to be on fire for what it is you want. Not letting anything stop you or get in your way no matter what. Because you want it that bad. You'll go through the pain of not knowing what to do. You'll go through the pain of having to figure it out. Other people having the secret. Other people knowing how to do it. You possibly not having any help. Reaching out to people. Don't stop reaching out to people. Don't stop asking for help. This is your dream. You gotta go all out. You gotta go all out. You gotta go all out. Whoever you gotta ask. Whoever you gotta ask. whoever's face you got to get in front of. All right, whatever needs to be done, whatever you have to do. You got to stand outside in the rain. J. Cole stood outside in the rain with an umbrella and was waiting for Jay-Z so he could pass his CD out to him. What people are going to talk about you, whatever it is you choose to do, whether you choose to be the best garbage man, whether you choose to be the best beatboxer, whether you choose to be the best boxer, whatever you choose to be, people are going to talk about it. You could be the best garbage man and people are going to talk about it. Or you could be the best of whatever you want to be the best at, whatever your dream is about, and people are still going to talk about you. So you might as well do what you want to do and ignore the peanut gallery. Don't let people put your fire out. People like to destroy a person who is going somewhere, who wants something in life, that has a mind, that has a vision. They want to destroy you because you got something that they don't. They want to take that from you, and they don't want you to have it because they can't. They're not focused. They're not driven. They're not aware of their capabilities or what they're supposed to be doing with their time and with their life. They don't know, and they want to get in the way, and they want to prevent others from getting there. Crabs in a bucket. They want to pull you all the way down beneath the ground. All right, they want to pull you all the way down. But they don't understand that even if they stop your fire from burning just a little bit, the flame may shrivel up. The flame may shrink. It may look, it looked like it went out. They don't know you can kick that thing back on whenever you want. They don't know that even though they may not be able to see it, the little blue flame underneath the stove, that never went out. That's still lit. They don't see no high flames. So they think there's nothing else there. They think they have warped you. That big, huge flame they once saw, the Lord is a consuming fire. You had that consuming fire, and you have that consuming fire, but they thought they may have put that out. They didn't understand beneath the surface. They're only looking at this. They're only looking surface level. Beneath the surface, you still got that fire. What the world didn't give you, they can't take away. They can't take away that fire. They can't take away that desire for you to be successful. They can't snatch that away from you. They may have been able to get in the way. They may have been able to inconvenience you. They may have been able to temporarily hold you back. But you're still going to reach your goal. Your success was a joke to them. You were a joke to them. If your dreams are a joke to people, 9 times out of 10, they're using you for energy purposes or to come up socially, and they see you as a joke. They may be using you as a chess piece, as a conversation piece for you to just to be attached to them, to go out in public, for them to attract other situations, because they ain't really real like that. You got to be aware of this type of stuff. It's cool, and the thing is, it's cool for people to be like that. Don't try to change them. You're on fire. When you have God, you don't have to worry about burning bridges. As long as you don't burn that one, you straight. You could have burned every bridge there is to burn. If you are still on fire for Him, if you are still on fire for your goals, for your dreams, you can't lose. With God on your side, you can't lose. With your dreams on your side and in your mind, and when you focused on them, you can't lose. All right, they wanted to take you out completely. They didn't want you to work on your dream again. They didn't want you to pick that thing back up again. They thought they made you quit for good. Told you weren't good at it. Told you all types of bad things. Who would listen to you? Who would want to hear what you have to say? You sound crazy. Nobody's going to be interested in that. You're not helping nobody with that. You fooling yourself. Who do you think you are? What do you think you're going to do for somebody? You can't even do anything for you. People are easily fooled by appearances. The mind is a powerful thing. You may have advanced and evolved mentally and may just not have it have manifested physically in your life yet. And when that happens, it's nobody's damn business. When you start to look like success. If you think like success and you talk like success and you walk like success and you feel like success, everything else is going to come. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about somebody else's opinion. It doesn't matter. Their opinion does not matter. It's not valid in the grand scheme of things. It does not matter what they think. Because you're sizzling hot. All right. You came back sizzling hot. They told you you weren't good enough. They told you it didn't work out. They told you they didn't need you. They told you they couldn't use you. They told you you didn't have what it takes. No one is going to work with you because you just simply can't do it. It's not you. You might want to go find something else. Don't quit your day job. People saying every negative thing they could to try to stomp you out. You're that flame that just will never go out. They're gonna burn a hole in their shoe. It just won't go out. You will never. Your flame will never go out. Even when you're ready to leave here, your flame don't ever go out. It burns in the next realm, in the next place and space and time. You have an eternal flame. Your spirit is an eternal flame. It burns forever. The Lord is a consuming fire, and you have that consuming fire in you, and you are going to use it to consume your enemies. Oh yeah, you got the Lord's fire in you, and you can control it and use it to consume your enemies. You can destroy your enemies with the Lord's fire. Amen. All right, you can destroy your enemies with the Lord's fire. Yes, you can. All right, you can set your trail ablaze, or you could, we gotta be respectful. All right. We gotta be respectful, okay? You can, you know what? Do your enemies and yourself a favor, and any negativity that just comes into your life, you just set it on fire. You burn it. You destroy it. You destroy the negative energy away. And that's, in a sense, that's all you're doing when you're setting fire to a person. You're just killing that evil spirit on them. Because this is spiritual warfare. It's not in the flesh. All right. So that's the thing. They tried to break your spirit. They tried to break your spirit. They tried to break your spirit. They tried to turn you into nothing. They tried to ground you up and turn you into into dust. But what they did was they turned you into a fine powder. They couldn't turn you into dust. They turned you into a fine powder. You can't be extinguished. You ever seen those survival people? They got the guy with the apple. He's scraping the wax off the apple. They thought they turned you into dust. Little did they know they turned you into that little fire powder. You spark it and then flames everywhere. You're on fire for your desires. And if they think they can stop you, they're a liar, liar, pants on fire. Because your want is so strong, somebody's going to end up getting themselves hurt trying to stop you from getting what you want. People think it's a game to play with your success, and it's not. You play with fire, you get burnt. When somebody is sizzling hot, it's like trying to stop Druuill 3 Lil Wayne. It's like trying to stop Kobe in his prime, Jordan in his prime, AI in his prime. It's like trying to stop somebody when they're on fire, when that person is hot, like, yo, they got it. All the people who did what they did that were unstoppable, it's like trying to stop them. Newsflash, they made history. We heard them, we saw them, we watched them. They did something. And you need to take that fire that you have within you and do something. Don't just sit there and just let it burn. Like Usher, let it burn. Don't just sit there and, well, not like Usher. All right, don't sit there and let your fire. Don't waste your fire. Don't waste your fire, and don't waste your desires. What you desire, it wants you too. The new home, the new lifestyle, the new car, the new environment, the new neighborhood, it all wants you. What you want wants you. What you desire desires you. That new home can't wait for you to live in it. That new business can't wait for you to create it. It's just waiting for it to be created by you. But you got to be on fire for what you want. You got to be on fire for what you want. That means every waking moment. That means whenever you can, you're working on it. Whatever you can do, you're doing it. Only got 5 minutes? Well, I'm just putting in 5 minutes today. Only got 1 minute? Well, let me just look at it. Let me just open it up and look at it. I'm priming myself. I'm programming myself for success. Let me just pick it up, just stare at it for 60 seconds. I don't even care. I might have some more time later or tomorrow. But I'm taking a step forward today because I'm on fire. Nothing's going to stop me from putting my focus in a direction towards where I want to go. I'm not putting it on you and your games. I'm not putting it on I'm not putting it on people and their BS. I'm not putting it on somebody and their problem with me. I'm not putting my focus on somebody's issue with me. That's not my problem. It will never be my problem ever again. I'm done with that mess. I can't be extinguished. You can't be extinguished, all right? Your burning desires can't be extinguished. They can't stop you from wanting to level up. They can't stop you from wanting to improve. They can't stop you from wanting to go hard. They can't stop you from wanting to win. They can't stop you from knowing you can win. They can't stop you from feeling like you already won. When you already won, and you have a plan and you know what you need to do and you're determined and focused and driven, you're a problem. You are a problem. You're going to burn everything down. You're going to set it all on fire. Set it on fire. You're going to set it all on fire. 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 They tried to put your fire out, but you came back even hotter. All right, that's another thing. They gonna try to put you out. You gonna come back even hotter. They gonna try to stop you. You gonna come back even harder. Every time it's gonna get more difficult for them. You gain more experience. You gain more peace of mind, more patience. Every day and every way, you get better and better. You're like a Dragon Ball Z character. They just keep creating episodes. Well, guess what? They keep messing with you. You just gonna keep leveling up and getting stronger. Level 55. You're too high. All right. You're like your favorite artist in his prime. You're like that first song that your favorite artist put out that was his biggest smash hit. No, could nobody mess with that. You're like an invention that the whole entire world needs. Can't nobody mess with that. You're what the world needs. Nobody can mess with you. You're goal-oriented. You're focused. You have ambition. And they can't deter you from your goals. They can't make you think that you're not good enough. They can't make you believe that it can't happen. Whatever they say, whatever type of negativity seeds they try to sow in your mind, they can't make you accept them. They can't make you agree with what they want for you. They can't make you agree with death. They can't make you agree with failure. They can't make you agree with the negativity and the wickedness over the joy and the pleasant things that are in store for you. You're focused on that. Yeah, you see all the other stuff, but you realize that your attention and your focus doesn't solely have to be on that. You know what? I could put my mind on some good things that are happening for me. I could put my mind in a better direction, which will make me feel better and look at my life better. So that way I could go through life being better, doing better, with a better attitude. You had an attitude that you were going to become what you wanted regardless. You had an attitude that you're not going to let anything stop you. You had an attitude that I'm working on this, I'm getting this done, I'm becoming this. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how much work I have to do. I don't care what I don't feel like doing. I'm going to do it. I'm going to push myself. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to make sure it happens. I have to do it. Can't just sit there and look at it when I have more time. Can't just sit there and think about it when I should be working on it. It can't just be in my mind and me have a successful thought or idea about myself and not actually put anything into place. You have to ask yourself, what can I do? What can be done? What's something that I can do different? How can I get what I want? How can I make sure that I don't end up without my goal being met? Everyone who met their goal, it had to be something that they did. What can I do? What's that something I can do to make sure my goal is met? What's that something I can do to make sure I'm getting closer each and every day? What can I do to make sure that I'm not just letting days pass me by and I'm not getting anywhere? I gotta keep that fire alive. Can't let people extinguish that fire. Can't let people put that fire out. Can't let people determine what you do with your drive, with your time, with your energy. Can't let people break you down to the point to where you give up because they're not strong enough. You can overpower what they said. You can overpower what they did. You can overpower any situation and get the outcome you want. You're gonna burn this whole thing down. You are going to bring this whole thing down to the ground. Burn the mother down. They tried. All right. You can't be extinguished. You can't be put out. They're gonna burn themselves. But one thing about touching the stove is, once you get burnt, you learn your lesson. I'll see you in the next video. They're gonna learn their lesson trying to put your fire out. They're gonna get burnt every time. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Stay ablaze.